Hello, I'm Arvesdev. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna discuss Addie model. Addie model was initially developed by the Florida State University to explain the process in the formulation of an instructional system development program for military inter-service training to train the individual to do the particular job. So that in the particular job, it had been adopted by the U.S. Army and Navy, U.S. Navy also, and U.S. Marine Corps and U.S. Army, right? Air Force, U.S. Air Force rather. So that we come to the history of this model, right? While the concept of instructional system design has been around since the early 1950s, right? So here we have the two abbreviation of ISD. Here, instructional system development 1, instructional system design 2nd. Right, the concept was hovering there in 1950s, but this concept came into existence or first appeared in 1975, right? But who has created, as I have already told you, it was created by the Center for Educational Technology at Florida State in United States America, right? Only for the army, as I have already told you. All the armies of the United States adopted it quickly, right? But when the first concept of this model came into existence in 1975, it was linear, means the model was linear or waterfall, right? Waterfall model. So that with the passage of time, this model improved. For instance, in 1984, here Russell Watson, a philosopher, presented and wrote that the 5 phases of ISD are analyze, design, development, here implementation, evaluation, and control. He says the first 4 models are sequential in nature, right? And the last two models both are not sequential in nature, but they are continue in nature, right? And that is conducted in the conjunction, right, with all of others. Let's move forward. As I have already told you that the model improved with the passage of time, and in 1984 this model became more dynamic in nature, and it get like a circle. Here the analyze, design, development, implementation, and evaluation came into the circles, so that it get more improved here in 1984. Now we come to the feature of this model. We have here the 5 features, and the 5 important features of this model. Those features are analyze, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. So let's discuss the first point. Analyze. What is analyze means here? Analyze means here process of gathering the information. In the phase of analyze, individual get his own information, collect the data, and after collecting the data, he designed it. But before collecting the data, he should keep the following points according to this following point kept in his mind according to this model, so that those points are first learner's problem. He should keep in mind while analyzing the data, gathering the information, learner's problem. Right? What is the problem of the learners? Right? And he should collect the data regarding the problem of the learners. And after that, the next point he should keep in mind is that goal and objective. What is the goal and objective of collecting the data? What will I do with all these data? How can I solve the problem of the learners? And how can I do all these process in a very respective way? The next point, that is the need of the learner. He should understand that the need of the learners. And after that, the existing knowledge. Here the existing knowledge means prior knowledge. While collecting the information, he should focus on the prior knowledge of the student. But while he gonna extract the knowledge from the mind of the student, he should acquire the positivity in his nature, not a negative concept, so that he should avoid the negative concept. Another point here is environmental constraint. What is environmental constraint means here? To make the environment like that in which a learner can make his capable mind to do something or to do the particular job, right? Here another point is delivery option. In the delivery option, the trainer should focus on the local dialect. When he should focus on the local dialect, the process of teaching to the student should be more easy, and the student should acquire or grab the knowledge easily, because they would not be noise pickle. They would not be in a dangerous situation to acquire the knowledge, because they could easily acquire it with their own language, while the teacher gonna use their local dialect, right? So delivery option means here to use the language, to use the particular language in which you make more comprehensive material for the student, right? Now let's move toward the second point of this model, that is design. Here you are well familiar. What is design? Design means to make a framework of any model. So when you collect the data, you have a story, you can then design it, right? So in the design, you should also focus on the following point according to this model. The following points are first, that is learning objective. Why you learn this? Why you gonna make all these design? So you have to design it by thinking that there should be some positive outcome. If there would be negative outcome, it means that this model would not be good for the students. So that there should be the positivity and the consequences should be the positive, right? So that learning objective should be the goal after collecting the data, and when you design it, there you should focus on the learning objective, right? Here storyboard. Storyboard is a main concept of design. While you're gonna design the model, there you should also use the storyboard, right? And here prototype. What is prototype? Prototype means to use the photo relevant to that particular model, right? And use the interface. Here, what is means of interface? Interface here, viewpoint, right? You have to put the viewpoint of this model in front of the learners, and then it is possible that the positive consequences would be there, right? And content. Your content should be positive, and there should be no abstraction in this content. And you have to make the concrete content for the student. If there is abstraction, you should avoid them, and you should make better for better way and for the better practical way. If you give the practical knowledge to the student, and the student would acquire it more easily, or the student would grab it more easily, right? Here, delivery format. In the delivery format, what is it means? It means that you're gonna use the platform where you're gonna deliver it. You're gonna deliver it on the Facebook page. You're gonna deliver it on the YouTube channel. You're gonna deliver it on the Zoom app. You're gonna deliver it on the WhatsApp, so that you should examine that which platform is better for the student to grabbing the knowledge. Then you should do that accordingly. After that, activity. In that particular topic, or in that particular model, while you're gonna prepare it, so that you're gonna design it, there should be the activities. When you have the activities, activities will help them to understand more betterly, would improve their knowledge, would improve their potentiality, right? So that there is important. And after that, exercise. At the end of the session, or at the end of the topic, there should be the exercise, and the student would enable themselves by doing all these exercises which you have framed there in your model while you're gonna design it, right? So that we will move forward on the third, that is development. In the development process, you have to make it more sequential, and there should be the positive consequences, and that should be highly helpful for the student in that development, while you're gonna develop the process, develop that model in front of that in front of your own student, or in front that students, or in front of those students, right? After that, here, what is development here? अगर आप इसका उर्दू में देखें तो development का मतलब होता है नशोनमा, to grow the model, or to put the life in the model, right? इसको आप बढ़ावा देना भी कह सकते हैं, right? So that यहाँ पे आपको focus करना है, you just have to focus on the content. There should be the positive content, right? There should be the content, or creativity. There should be the creativity in your content, right? So that, let's move forward. We have here the next point, that is this is our fourth point, that is implementation. So in the implementation, what is mean of implementation here in this model? To implement the model, to use the model in the classroom, to use the model in the field, to use the model to do the particular job, right? Here the implementation means to use the model in that particular way to do the particular job, right? Understand? So that in the implementation, you just have to use this model in the classroom, so that you can get the learning outcome, you can get the best of the best, right? Now we have here another And this is the last feature of this model, that is here evaluation. We have two types of evaluation here. First is formative evaluation and other is summative evaluation. So that let's discuss the formative evaluation. Formative evaluation means internal, right? Internal exam, where you can judge the student's ability, student's capability, student's potential, student's cognitive development, students power of learning, students achieving power, students receiving power. All these powers you can judge by the formative evaluation. What is formative evaluation means? This evaluation can take place after the, not in between the session. Sorry, while you're gonna take the session in the class you can use this formative evaluation. What is formative evaluation means? I will try to give you more comprehensive knowledge of it. For example, you're gonna teach the student the tenses, and you teach the tenses present tense, past tense, and future tense. And in the tenses, you're gonna teach present indefinite, present perfect continuous, and present perfect continuous. Right there. Here, when you complete it, you're gonna point the student. You student, get up from your seat. Tell me, what is the rule of present perfect tense? He tell you the rule, and then you point another student, and he stand from his seat, and you're gonna tell him what is the rule of present perfect continuous tense. So that this is called the formative evaluation. Let's move toward the summative evaluation. What is summative evaluation? In the summative evaluation, you're gonna check the student, you're gonna judge the student's ability at the end of the session. For example, your session starts in March and ends in November, and in the November you're gonna take the test. You're gonna give the test to the students, right? So that there you call it, this is summative evaluation. So that summative evaluation means external exam, and it can be taken at the end of the session. So that I think it's enough for today, so that I will be here to explain the next model tomorrow. Till now, I'm saying goodbye.